Cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, group chat.
Cash.
It's $1 trillion. Hot.
Guys, happy Hub Day.
Why don't you just meet me in the middle?
Why is that? Is that your like protest song?
No, I think in the middle of the week. Is that what it is?
I thought it was like
No,
hey, we
I
can
didn't
all
even think
compromise.
about all that. I just randomly heard that song on the way here and it's stuck in my head now.
I thought maybe you were talking about like let's all just meet in the middle.
My mind just a little.
Not a bad theme song.
Yeah,
it's
for
really
what's going
fitting.
on.
exactly. I
Just
was
a
like,
day protest.
yeah,
So
Hits
we all just
everything.
Compromise. We're all losing our minds.
it's Zed, right?
One
Look at
of
me.
those.
Yeah,
One of the three.
yeah. It's a great song.
Okay, well, thanks for the throwback.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I feel like what's happening in all this chaos is throwback music is really getting a lot of love. So I think people miss the old days.
You know what?
Like 2016, I mean by the old days.
So I'll give you great observation. I think in the pandemic, I've been only listening to
Kendrick
old
Lamar.
rock,
What old rock?
like Beatles,
I just want to feel
Eagles.
good.
Eagles, like
Take
all
it
that. Just
easy.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Just like real chill old music, and then the last week, just been trying to listen to more like thoughtful music.
Yeah.
So Tupac or Kendrick and then when you start listening to the current artist, it's horrendous.
Horrendous.
I cannot. I'm like waiting for either a Kendrick or some new artist or a J. Cole to emerge.
You know who
and
I think it is right now is YB and Corday, I think is.
Okay, I see him on Instagram all the time, but I'm
He's the young
thoughtful.
J. Cole. Yeah.
Thoughtful.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll check him out. But I'm listening to like on Spotify, they have Rap Caviar or Get Turned or any of those playlists, and I'm just like.
if you click a playlist called Get Turned.
Well, because when I'm
be that
running,
thoughtful.
when I'm running, I want like hype rap. It's fun,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh my god, this is horrendous.
What's interesting is the generation that's fueling all the demand for this music is the same generation in the protests.
But I think,
But my question is that true? Or is it, to me, it looks like the generation that also misses Kendrick. Like it seems like
right, maybe.
a late 20s, right? Not like 20-year-olds. And if they go, I think they're going for a hot post.
I feel like Kendrick had a whole album prepared, and now he's going to have to go back and do it all over again.
I know. He was
Yeah.
at the protest.
Yeah, I saw that.
you know
Yeah,
who was
I-
at the protest that we didn't talk about? Kanye in Chicago.
I know. Because I really just would have preferred to hate on Kanye.
It's rumored he gave $2 million. It's rumored he also has been helping with the defense team for the prosecution for George Floyd's attorney.
That's
also,
Kim. That's all Kim.
There was
Where's
also-
your MAGA hat now, dude?
there was also a rumor that GLC.
No, that's the biggest load of... If anyone falls for that...
I agree.
What's the rumor?
What is the
Oh
rumor?
my,
Finish
the
it.
rumor
The-
is he faked the whole thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I heard.
Because it would help get people out of prison.
So
Wait, who faked what?
Kanye faked the whole Trump
MAGA.
love
Oh,
because it was a
That's
motive
nonsense.
to get people out.
But let me tell you something. I will allow it. I would pass as a fan if he can go with that cockamamie story because it makes him feel good. But he comes out and says, "This
Yes.
is madness.
Yep.
This has to stop."
Yeah, I need
I'm
a
all
direct
doesn't it
statement.
feel like Dee finds any loophole to give Kanye a pass?
he finds any loophole to give anything he likes a pass.
Yeah, of
But
course. And I think all Kanye music fans
Yeah.
want to give him a pass.
They already are. They're
Yeah.
like, see, I knew it was fake.
Yeah.
You say one thing, GLC,
Yeah.
come on.
What does GLC even mean? But I'm there for it.
GLC is
It's
an
a
artist.
Mercedes truck.
See?
But listen, I'm all for forgiveness. If he goes full Kanye the other way, I'll back it. But you can't. Like, we're talking about this is the era of not letting people get away with their past sins.
Only
Your own people can't do it either. Literally, the number one most influential person in the black community spent the last 2 years nonstop talking about Trump and wearing a MAGA hat.
Yeah.
You can't let that go.
it depends what he does. He has so much influence the other way too. If he does,
He's just got to do it. But right now, people should be holding him accountable the same way they're holding all these other people accountable.
yeah. I agree. I just
think force the action. If nothing else, force him to see the light.
okay. So the counter would be Kanye only just supported Trump, which obviously a lot of people see a problem with, but he never Kanye's never been a bad person, right? Like he's never been like, like the people that are getting torn down today, we're finding out that they were racist, they were this, they did this.
Yeah.
It's like he never was like.
But do you realize that the damage, I would argue, that the damage of Kanye West in the Oval Office with Donald Trump with a MAGA hat on, shaking hands and hugging, is more damaging on the world than the CEO of Dolls Kill being an asshole.
Yeah.
I would argue that's a bigger damage.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not saying it. I just think it's easier for someone like him to come back from.
Yeah. He can come back from anything. He's already proven that.
And to go back to Kendrick, it seems like he's a reserved guy.
Yep.
And it's just not his personality to grab the baton and be the face of this.
Yep.
But he's obviously a brilliant guy. His music speaks for itself. He talks to all the issues that we're talking about. I hope he decides to kind of come forward, forget music, just in interviews and public forums, talking about, because he comes from a neighborhood that has dealt with all the issues we're talking about.
Yep.
He's made it out of that neighborhood. He is now a very rich man.
Yep.
And he's rapped about all of his experiences, and he can talk from both sides because he's dealt with both sides now, right?
Yep.
He dealt with being in the hood, and now he's a rich guy.
So I think this is going to be where like the younger people are going to start, and we don't have the products, the brands, or the arts to support what's happening right now, because that'll happen, is being created, right? Some kid in his living room is creating that stuff. But I think the consumer is going to demand more from everybody. And so if the artist just stays silent, then they'll just be known as that artist for that purpose, and they have great music and we party to them and whatever. But we're not going to revere people. Like if you really think about it, Kanye was the reason why he's so revered, because his early albums spoke for a mass group of people. He actually said something in his music.
Yeah. And that's lasted him a lifetime now. Now you can do anything. That's how powerful it was.
So that's my point, is that if like a Kendrick has to eventually just speak up. A J. Cole, J. Cole's protesting, Kendrick's protesting, but like, YG was protesting. He was obviously leading the big charge in Hollywood. But like YG put out music. He obviously put his song out, "Fuck the Police." So he's clearly he's still on track.
I think he shot a music video at the protest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
that drone footage definitely has got to be part of the video.
Yeah, I mean it's too good.
So I just think that I think the consumers are going to demand from whomever they consume, whether it's music, movies, companies, that you got to be a little more thoughtful. And a guy like a Kendrick or a J. Cole should thrive as long as they come out. But if they say nothing, then
that's my problem. Even if you're too, my opinion, I see your side too on it, but if you're just too reserved and you're like, I don't want to do interviews, okay with me, but put out music. I almost feel like the last 3-5 years, these guys forgot how important they are. Yeah. And now we're seeing it. Kendrick Lamar, "We Gonna Be All Right" is one of the
biggest songs in the world.
Yeah, Childish Gambino, "This Is America." I went back and rewatched the music video. It's incredible. Yeah. Best music video ever.
Has he been vocal? I haven't seen him.
I haven't heard anything, but I also don't really follow him or whatever.
Yeah, I don't follow him. So.
But man, we need you now.
Yeah.
So I'm sure something will come of it. I'm sure it'll be in their music, but I just still don't understand. Were those guys so turned off by the Tekashi 6ix9ines and all the fuckery that they're I don't even want to bother with this? Or what happened? Because
it's interesting when a guy like LeBron speaks out, and he's been very vocal about all these issues his whole career.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't affect his bottom line, because people are going to watch the NBA and people want to watch the best basketball player in the world play.
Yep.
But when an artist or someone speaks out, it actually does potentially affects their bottom line. Could be positive, could be negative.
Yeah.
And do you think that's why they're not taking the risk?
No, they're not even.
Because I think Kendrick and J. Cole, it affects their bottom line in a good way. This is the best content you could ever want. I just think that to be honest, I think we saw a lot of big artists that used to be big come out and flop because they just didn't have social media figured out. And then you had all these kids selling a shit ton of records. And I think everyone got scared. Yeah. The last thing you want to do is put out an album and see 30,000 units sold from Kendrick Lamar. I think that's terrifying.
Because LeBron James was at rallies for Hillary Clinton in 2016.
Yeah.
And it did not affect ticket sales for the Cavs when they won the title.
Yeah.
But that's
next year.
if you're really good at something,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Ben and Jerry's is really good at ice cream, so people are going to eat their ice cream.
Yeah.
Nike makes great product. If you're really good, it shouldn't matter. And these artists are that good; they should not be afraid to speak out.
Yeah, you can't be complacent. Okay, well, we'll see. I mean, I'm hoping Kendrick got a lot of inspiration at that rally, and he's just writing somewhere right now. The good news is we don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
Donald Trump will not be reelected in November. Mm-hmm. And it turns out we might not even have to worry about settling for Sleepy Joe.
Wow.
Because our favorite shark looks like it might be alluding that he's stepping up to the plate. Mark Cuban posted a little... what happened? You caught
Yeah, so Kathy sent me an Instagram story and I screenshotted it right away. It was Mark Cuban with 6 clearly presidential election type pins that said Mark Cuban 2020. Mm-hmm. I sent it to a few people. They said, "Oh, it's gone." He deleted it. If you follow the news last week, Mark Cuban came out publicly and said he's not running for president because his family said they voted against it. Uh-huh. Like, we don't want to go through this. But then why post this cryptic Instagram story, then delete it? Yeah. Like, maybe you made a few.
I think he just wants the attention.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's obviously a very successful, smart business guy, but he's also been a very smart, successful marketer.
Yeah.
He took the Dallas Mavericks from literally obscurity in the NBA to a franchise that people care about. They won a title. He's on national television on Shark Tank.
Yep.
He understands marketing. He does TikTok videos with his kids.
Yep. He loves attention.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm wrong. So we're back to Sleepy Joe then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel a little deflated.
Yeah.
Feel a little sleepy.
Yeah, real sleepy. The whole country's just going to be literally like after you eat a turkey
we all need
dinner.
rest.
The national sleep.
Yeah, you're right.
The national nap.
4 years of napping sounds great. Okay, well, I'm still voting. Even though he has had his fumbles, I'm still voting on Andrew Cuomo. If I had to choose anyone, I'd choose him.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because you like his demeanor?
I like his demeanor, and I do get the sense that even though he has been wrong, he tries to find right.
He seems like a fighter. He's what Joe Biden used to be.
Yes, that's what he is. He's Joe Biden pre-dementia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew Cuomo and
Tulsi
Andrew
Gabbard.
Yang.
Okay. Yeah. Or Tulsi.
Because what we know is whatever the president thinks about policy issues actually doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's who has the demeanor to be able to figure out what to do in the moment.
Yeah. You know what else I like is I wish somebody would put Bernie as vice president.
Yeah.
Because I want Bernie to have all the like morale boost, just not the power. Because I'm scared of what he would do with it.
Yeah.
But like I want him to be there for like, we all got this together, but just like, don't.
Yeah.
I
don't know
He's
if
been kind of quiet. Do you think it's just out of respect for Sleepy?
I think it's
he's
part of the
been very
program.
active on social
I'd
media.
say he's
throughout
been
this
very
whole thing.
active. Oh, has he?
I don't
Very
follow
active.
his accounts, but I
Yeah.
just don't see him trending.
Well, because he can't do rallies. He's a dynamic speaker,
Yeah.
right? Like he has.
But don't you think they have to tell you like when Sleepy becomes the guy, they're like, hey,
You got to fall back.
take it down 3 notches.
Yeah.
So
Probably.
keep on the Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay, well, listen. He means well, I think, but it scares me. His
Yeah.
heroes are a little scary. Okay, you want to talk about some news?
Mm-hmm.
Coronavirus is fake.
That's
knew
what I'm
it.
hearing.
I
So
knew
every
it.
day, I mean, Pete is a
Yeah.
literally group chat case study.
Yes.
What really happened was 2 months ago, we said, Pete, we want you to try to get coronavirus. We want you to go to Palm Springs,
I was kissing. I was
kissing
drinking
guys
other-
and girls, whoever would come his way.
Anyone would come.
cups.
Animals.
Sharing
Yeah.
cups.
I had to figure it out. The
So
research.
it feels like now, this is what is so insane. We literally, like, when you look at the crowd from that protest at where the YG thing was, that is the worst nightmare of 1 week prior.
Yep.
That was like, I don't even remember, tens of thousands of people right up next to each other. And I look closely, I would say a 40% mask rate.
Was that out of your... You could see it from your apartment, right?
Yeah.
Really?
It was crazy.
40,
All the
so
parking
those
lots were full.
protests I went to, it was like 99% mask rate.
Yeah.
I think it was hot that day. People pulled them down.
Yeah.
It was.
I don't know. I saw everyone wearing
When
masks.
I was
There was
looking
a
around on
lot.
Sunday, it was hard because I was feeling the need to take mine down, and every time I would look around, and everybody had theirs on. So I felt like rude taking mine down.
Yeah, I think that one got a little, like people just didn't give a fuck. I mean, that was the biggest one by far.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe 40% is ambitious, maybe it's 60, but it wasn't 80, 90.
Yeah.
But the point is, this is the point. So number one, that happened. So right now, Cedar should be slowly overflowing. It's not, as far as we know.
Yeah.
And
I did hear from a doctor that is testing. He normally tests a few hundred people a day. He gets 1, maybe 2 people. He's like, on Friday and Saturday, it got like 10 people, 15 people.
So it's a 14-day incubation period. So
Yeah.
in 14 days from
Well, no.
this past 8 days, so call it
Next
22
weekend.
to 30 days from now.
Yeah.
That's when you'll know
Yeah.
how bad it is.
And there and what the WHO came out and said,
The Chinese WHO.
Chinese
World Health
WHO,
Organization.
China.
they made the statement yesterday saying that asymptomatic folks cannot transmit the virus, and that caused a stir, because then if that's the case, then everyone who's sick, just sit your ass at home.
That
Everyone
was the
else should just go
whole-
on.
That was the whole point of all of this.
Yes.
But was this I forget if it was CDC who said don't wear masks.
CDC said don't wear masks. Who is saying asymptomatic?
And I think who said early on that the data's, look, I want to believe we can all go out and be totally fine. We've gotten so much misinformation that when is the right time to agree with the WHO? Is it the right time when it fits however you want to think about a problem?
Yeah.
So if the WHO tells you asymptomatic doesn't transmit, all the people similar to Pete and Taylor who think this is all bullshit,
Yep.
double down.
Yep.
And when another organization tells you, hey, this is Armageddon, the person that's believing that it's been bad this whole time doubles down on that. So
I don't, man. I mean, how are we going to look at this in a year, I wonder?
I hope we look at it like this was the most overreaction, because that's what's good for society.
True. But it's also true. It's just so bad for like trust of any sort.
yeah.
You know, like people lost jobs and livelihoods and marriages, and who knows what people lost. If there's a sentiment of, shit, that overreacted there.
Because when the
whole-
real pandemic hits and it's actually
when
Ebola
anything
type deadly,
hits that's serious.
But here's the problem. So we had gross overreaction in Afghanistan and Iraq for decades, and no one really gives a shit.
but that didn't touch your backyard.
yeah, you didn't lose your job because of that.
You may
And
have-
you didn't lose, most people didn't have family members that were military.
yeah.
That's just a fact.
And the people that did, that it's almost like that
here's the
tie
thing
is
is-
so strong that you would never even admit to yourself that it was an overreaction.
Sure, and I think next summer, no one's gonna remember what happened this last year.
I mean, we still take our shoes off walking into, if you don't have TSA pre, walking through security.
Yeah.
That's a 9/11
Yeah.
pure policy.
Still an
Yeah.
overreaction.
No water.
Yeah, you can't drink water.
But you don't lose your job.
Yeah.
You don't feel for your life. You don't, you know?
Yeah.
It's just wild. Either way, I think there's no real good scenario here.
Yeah.
Because if they were right, everyone has corona next week.
Yes.
If they were wrong
Yeah.
and overreacted, lack of trust.
I mean, I've heard nurses call this a BS virus.
So I talked to a friend of ours yesterday about something else, and he's getting tested weekly, and he was like, someone on my team just got tested for positive. Their entire family got it, and he's like in bad shape. Like he's not
how
in the
old
hospital.
was the candidate?
45 years old, jacked, like ripped, and he has
Yeah,
two
I don't
kids.
deny
and
that
he
it
just has.
exists.
Like,
I think it's literally luck of the draw. Who knows? If you get it, you have a potential to be asymptomatic, or you have potential to be really bad and devastating. So
'Cause
I don't know. Here's the most troubling part, in my opinion, is that I don't know how a society thinks about it. It's clearly devastating.
you have
for-
to make
for-
decisions that suit your
for-
lifestyle and your
but-
family.
And then there's, I would say, the handful of healthy people that have had the devastating reactions to the virus are in the minority. Like,
Yeah.
there's no question.
yeah, that's for sure.
So,
Yeah, I don't know, man. But we'll see. But anyway, I mean, for the WHO, I think it was it CDC who said that surfaces don't carry it as long as we thought.
Yeah.
So I've been wiping down groceries for nothing.
yeah.
And
You and Karen both.
and who now is saying asymptomatic might not spread like they thought. So whatever, man. We're gonna see. I mean, this is New York City is just started its phase 1 of reopening. So I mean, look, I hate to say it. At the end of the day, we're gonna see. I mean, there's been protests literally all around the country. They're talking about phase 1 of reopening. I mean, the New York City protests were huge.
Yeah.
So what phase was that?
That was not part of the
Just
phase.
curious where that stood.
400,000 New Yorkers went back to work this week.
And
So that's a big number.
Big of a piece of shit organization is CNN. They removed all their corona messaging and moved it all to protest burning and rioting.
Yeah. All they care about is they're like Zuckerberg without the algorithms.
Yeah, they're dumb Zuckerberg.
Yeah, they are. They're literally
Dumber
Zuckerberg with no data.
What's more dangerous? I had a conversation among friends about this. Today, not 10 years ago, CNN or Fox News?
Oh, they're both. They're equal.
I think CNN.
Why? Fox News is
Because
bigger.
you've already lost the Fox News viewer. You've lost them.
And Fox has cleaned up a little. A little since the Roger Ailes
If you're
days.
a Fox News 24
That's still horrible.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's not Roger
I would
Ailes.
argue 10 years ago, Fox News by far by
You can't
multiples,
have a
right?
conversation with a person that watches Fox News.
And they don't want to have the conversation. The CNN person is
They
going
wanna
in.
talk.
They want to talk.
Yeah.
They want to hear like I think I'm getting a moderate delivery of what's going on. And
Yeah,
literally
that's
it's
tough.
just fear.
But reality is even, I don't know what the ratings are for CNN or whatever. It's like, let's say highest case, 10 million people watch CNN. Is that even, I don't even know if that many
Probably
people watch
not,
it.
but
I don't
sure.
think so.
So
But
no
whatever.
it's an irrelevant number of people watch CNN and irrelevant
But
amount of
do you know
people
who watches CNN and Fox News and MC? Voters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
They're the ones who actually vote.
Yeah.
They hear this Don Lemon monologue that's just like, he thinks he's on a fucking Broadway play.
Yeah.
Just deliver the news, bro.
Yeah.
Because
and we didn't forget that Chris Cuomo didn't even have corona.
Yeah.
Speaking of Broadway.
But have you watched Fox News? How they do it? It's not a monologue.
I'm
It's a
saying we've
terror.
already
It's
lost-
a terror speech.
we've already
It's like
lost
Bin
that.
Laden talking.
But is it worse? Which one's worse?
I think they're equally bad.
Yeah.
They're
That's
equally
fair.
dangerous.
Equally is fair.
I understand what Anand's saying that, okay, but like the reality is you can't even there's a lot of people. Fox News probably has higher ratings than CNN. Those people, you can't even, they're still talking. I watched Fox News yesterday. They're showing rioting and looting from May 29th.
Still.
May 29th still.
And then they sprinkle Hillary emails.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I would say equal though. I think the perception for over the last, maybe this is because we lean Democrat, but the perception has been CNN is like not so bad. Fox is horrendous.
Yeah.
I think they're equally bad now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially through all this, man. We went straight from death counter to fucking everyone's looting in every city. Can't leave your house.
What's on today?
I
So
can't
today,
imagine.
are we talking debts? Are
Probably
we
old man. Probably this old man.
Old man, that's it.
Old man
Yeah.
bleeding out of the
Antifa.
ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, Antifa old man.
Yeah.
So, and the outrage that Trump would even suggest it, and that the old man is just close up on the blood coming out of the ears.
And then we're going to hear a Broadway play at 5:30
Yeah,
prime
Chris
time.
Cuomo's hopping on. He's going to talk about his grandfather and how he had a brain injury. Okay, so that being said, that's the big story. So this video went viral, maybe above a lot of others. Maybe not the most viral, but got a lot of traction. It's an old man who appears, I have no idea, I'm not CNN or Fox News, appears to be holding a police officer's helmet as if he's going to return the helmet or something along those lines. I don't know why else he would have a helmet. Maybe he's Antifa and he cut a cop's head off and he was carrying it, right? So he has a helmet in his hand. He's walking up to the police. The police shove him down pretty violently. He bashes his head on the ground.
Yeah.
Starts
Blood.
bleeding out of the ears, obviously unconscious, and the police sort of just like walk past him.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrendous video. For obvious reasons, caught a lot of traction. People are really outraged. Police they suspended 2 of the officers. The other officers resigned and said, fuck you, he did the right thing, which is insane. Trump has an answer.
He figured it out.
He figured it out.
Buffalo protesters shoved by police could be an Antifa provocateur. 75-year-old Martin Gugino was pushed away after appearing to scan police communications in order to black out the equipment. Black out the equipment.
What?
One American News I watched, he fell harder than was pushed, was aiming scanner. Could this be a setup?
Oh, we had a scanner.
Yes.
So we have parents in our 70s. Let me tell you what people in their 70s don't have is as much balance as a 36-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, not even close. Or ability to take a shove or a fall correctly. I mean, this guy, I'm not making fun of him. He went straight to his fucking head. You can't push an elderly man like that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what else they don't have. Fucking scanners to jam police equipment.
Yeah.
They don't have either of those things.
So the president effectively this is a conspiracy he put to his tens of millions of followers who now believe it. That the old man was Antifa and this is what we're up against. Like, there's no point, like, it's really hard to understand how, if you're in politics going against Trump, why you should have any sense of ethics, morals, because you will lose if you play that game.
Yeah.
You just have to be outlandish.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I don't, like, you know how Michelle and Barack Obama always say, when they go low, we go high.
Yep.
When you go low, you have to break this guy's kneecaps.
Yeah.
Because this is nuts.
Yeah.
This is what you know how many people believe that now?
Yeah.
Tens of millions of people are waking up saying, you know what? That guy was scanning the police.
Yeah,
And then here's what's better. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go.
Republican senators were all grilled on this today.
Okay.
Rubio, all these guys. Oh, I didn't see it. I don't know what tweet you're talking about. I only use Twitter to talk. I don't actually use it to read.
Because I don't know how to read.
These spineless pieces of shit won't stand up to their messiah.
Yeah.
The Fuhrer.
That's what's so wild and has really been exposed about politics, maybe to me almost more than anything, is the blind dedication to party.
Yeah.
Like blind. Like literally he can be like, we're cutting all Democrats' hands off. And they're like, well,
let me read these
not everyone
quotes.
needs two hands.
Yeah.
Senator Lisa Murkowski, why would you fan the flames? To a reporter asking about what he tweeted. Senator John Cornyn, you know, a lot of this stuff just goes over my head. Marco Rubio, I didn't see it. You're telling me about it. I don't read Twitter. I only write on it. Senator Dan Sullivan, I'm on my way to a meeting. I'll see it when I see it. Senator Lamar Alexander, I'm not going to give running commentary on the president's tweets.
What little bitches.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just don't. Here's my question about Antifa, if you guys know. I know that Antifa exists. And I know that there's a small group of people that call themselves Antifa. But are we just using anyone on the left doing anything that we don't like as a blanket statement they are Antifa?
At this point, that's what he's doing. Yeah. This poor old man bleeding from his ears, and now he's being ridiculed that he's Antifa.
I mean, you can't tell me the rest of that guy's life isn't changed.
And he puts his
From
name
a head
on
injury like that.
Yeah, that and this guy puts his name on blast.
Yeah. As Antifa.
Yeah.
While he's recovering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think I have to believe at that age, that level of head injury,
it's not good.
It affects the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's fucking wild. It's literally, I continue to feel like I couldn't be surprised anymore by something Trump does, and then something like that happens where it's just like, Jesus Christ. Like, you picked the worst possible way to handle that.
Yeah.
And no one will stand up to him. And Republicans, and he literally blindly has 35% of the country's support.
And it emboldens. You think every cop that just resigned because those two got suspended, they're like, fuck yeah, don't fuck with us. Even if you're 90, we'll fuck you up. Yeah. And Trump's got our back. But that's my point is, what do all those people do when Trump is out of office? Where'd your support go? Like, now you lost. You know what I mean? I just feel like that's a really dangerous thing.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? So Democrats, Nancy Pelosi and gang are getting a lot of backlash today also.
Yeah.
They wore a kente cloth. I'm saying that right?
Yep.
And took a knee in the name of all of the unarmed black people that have been killed in the last, they started shouting everyone's name. And they're getting a lot of backlash for wearing the kente cloth and stuff like this. Let me just say quickly, my opinion is, I get it. It's kind of cheesy. Like, it's good old-fashioned white corniness is what I call it. But, like, I just think everyone has to be really careful about tearing down people that are trying to help. Like, Charlemagne the God gave Roger Goodell Donkey of the Day, which is his big roast where every day he picks the biggest idiot.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know, man. You got to be really careful.
Yeah.
I don't know where I stand here.
I think the kente cloth thing is bad decision.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like a circus. I don't know if it's disrespectful. Some people are saying it's disrespectful, but like, just go, take a moment of silence, show the respect, and move forward.
Yep.
And I agree. Like, the problem is right now is that the people that are protesting, the people that are angry, are really causing more division.
Yep.
Because if you keep pouncing on people this hard, and if you do not, we said this last episode, if you do not start welcoming people back into the group, it's not going to be good.
No.
It's not going to be good because, like, there's no way black people can win this fight without white people.
And you want all white people, I mean, here's the problem. Sometimes white people just don't get it. They don't get how to address this shit, especially old white people.
Yeah.
So now the next person who's going to think of that thing that they're going to do at their assembly or at their job or at their whatever isn't going to do it because they're worried that they're going to offend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to look at people's intention.
I think we're in a really tricky spot, and I think the issue is the people that have actually been on the front line fighting this for decades have deep-seated, and rightfully so, just frustration with the system and how everything's been.
Yeah.
And there's no question they're 100% right. But how do you get change? Is by getting people to your side.
Yeah.
So if you have a problem with white people posting the black square,
Yeah.
that's the wrong fight.
Yeah.
Let them post because that's what caused the protest.
Yeah.
The change happened because young people felt like they wanted to be part of something bigger than whatever that was going on in their lives.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter if you're black, Asian, Mexican. It was diverse.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's been fucked up for a long time. And it's right to be frustrated and scared. But how do you make changes? By bringing people to your side
Yeah.
and shooting down the people that you're most likely to bring over is just the wrong battle.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I would look at it this way. It's plain and simply either inclusion or separation. And if you're fighting for inclusion, you have to fight for it across the board.
Yeah.
You can't, if you're ever separating or causing division, you are now a part of, the fundamental problem is division.
Yeah.
It's looking at people as, what I mean, I saw Charlie D'Amelio, TikTok princess, post, she changed her avatar to like a fist or something.
Yeah.
And then took it down and apologized to everyone because apparently that particular fist was only for black people to post on their display photo. And it's like, you have this little white girl who is like
probably the most
biggest.
influential white girl at the moment.
Yes.
She's on your side.
Just dancing around with a fist on her display pic and you want to critique it. It's just like, I get it. Like, it is frustrating, but choose your freaking battles.
Yeah, that's not the right battle. Like, you keep criticizing every single person that wants to hop on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
It's bad marketing.
Yeah,
Again,
Roger Goodell has done a lot of harm for black rights, black athletes, no question about it. No one's calling him a saint.
Yeah.
But if the owners and Roger Goodell decide that that was the right statement, guess what? It's bringing more people to your side.
Yeah, and like we talked about, what people don't realize is that Roger Goodell, whether, I don't care right now in this moment, take that lightly, if he goes home and is a full-on racist, what he did was he stuck his neck out there for the right message. Yeah. And like you guys said, he can be removed. Yeah. So now all of these owners have to get in line and say, well, this is the message that we are a part of. Yeah. Whether we like it. I mean, like, look, I'm not trying to give the guy a Medal of Honor for one thing, but like, that's bigger progress than I think people know.
Yeah.
And it's just stupid.
And progress isn't going to be this hockey stick growth. It's going to be this like jagged chart that goes up and down, up and down. You just want to keep trending upward.
Yeah.
And I think older people get it a little bit better. Like, I was watching the clips of Shannon Sharp first break down why Drew Brees was wrong. Mm-hmm. And then Drew Brees called Shannon Sharp, who criticized him. Shannon Sharp is a former Hall of Fame football player that has a show on Fox Sports 1 with Skip Bayless. And he, is a very influential figure in football. And Drew Brees called him. They talked. He told him how he felt. He told him how he felt. And Shannon's like, you know what? I accept it.
Yeah.
And he's welcoming back. So that helps older generation people who follow these guys and be like, okay, they have made peace with each other, so we can move forward. The problem is like younger people in the movement are very aggressive, and they should be. Like, don't let your foot off the gas. But like when you get some wins, like Nancy Pelosi is on your side.
Yeah.
If she's not on your side, you are fucked.
Yeah.
She's
Everyone's
the most
toast.
powerful woman in the goddamn world, probably. She matters.
And extremely liberal.
extremely liberal.
And more for progressive causes than most Democrats in either house of Congress.
But you don't think the next idea that she has, she's gonna like maybe throttle back a little because she doesn't want to get roasted?
Yeah, she may. And
know?
which would be sad that she's may stop her progression because of how she's going to be judged. Because these are
And you know what's really frustrating is the not enough camp. But guess what?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, they were doing nothing.
yeah.
So the fact that anyone's doing something,
Yeah.
I get it. You're right. It's not enough, but to push the ball forward,
Yeah.
whether it's an inch, whether it's a foot,
Yeah.
you got to keep moving the ball forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. That is the main reason why I think that all of this needs one strong leader. You need someone that is one voice unifying all of these different voices and saying, let's stay focused.
And if you don't celebrate the small wins, you're going to exhaust the whole movement.
Yeah.
And you're going to lose everyone.
Yeah, and then they just start. I mean, YG helped organize that protest that I think I heard 50,000. That seems insane, but
Yeah.
a lot of people went to. He shot scenes for a music video there, I think, for his new song, and people were roasting him. How dare you take advantage of this thing? And he's like, look, don't criticize how I protest. I'm now going to have a music video
With millions of people going to
with
see.
millions of people in it and put all this stuff back on a pedestal. It's like, but no, you only want to look at it like he's taking advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's the biggest threat to all of this change is fighting between each other.
Yeah, that's when you need a leader. That's why the movement needs a leader, because a leader can say, no, we're not breaking this person down.
Yeah.
Let YG shoot his video.
Yes.
Let him have his
It's so
he
important.
is part of the cause. He is more for the cause.
I mean,
than
I saw
anybody.
Dyrdek
Yeah.
Hessen getting shit.
Yeah.
That a can't wait is not enough. Guess what? It's something.
Yeah.
It's a
so
start.
wild.
And by the way, it's extremely well thought through.
And it's already working.
Yeah. And an incredible, this is what we need, fucking marketing.
Yeah.
Yes.
We need 8 can't wait. We need it to have
Yeah,
a
That's a
weight to
great
it.
slogan. I
Yeah.
won't forget that. If someone asks me, how do you help the police
I say, hey,
department?
can't wait.
Yeah. Yes.
And then I can look it up quickly and
Yeah,
refer to a
chokeholds,
picture
yeah.
that it shows everything.
I mean, and it was so perfect for Instagram. Like, that campaign was incredible.
Incredible.
Everyone posted it because it was postable.
yeah.
Yeah, it's scary, man. I think that's the biggest risk. But that's what happens when you have 18 different leaders.
Yeah.
No one can get on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of that, I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and throw all of my own advice out the window and shit on my own movement that I'm a part of.
Okay.
This whole defund the police thing.
Yeah.
Listen, once again, I am paying attention to intentions. I do think it has the best intentions. But I don't think the majority at this point understand, like the people walking down the street screaming defund the police. I don't know that they even really fully realize what they're fighting for. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean to make people sound stupid. I know a lot of people do, but I also saw that like Minneapolis, no matter what actually is happening, they're sort of advertising, like they chanted the mayor out of town. Yeah. He walked
Sent him
away.
back into his house.
Literally like go home and like walked away with his head down. And they're saying or celebrating that they're going to fully dismantle the police department.
Yeah.
And I do think that most of the people marching, shouting defund the police, think that that's what they're fighting for. Like they're going to get rid of police.
Yeah. Altogether.
Yes. I apologize if I'm wrong. I do think this needs a little bit of marketing help.
Yeah.
I think we got to get a little different on our message.
Defund the police. One, you're gonna lose. You're gonna make people on the right go even more nuts.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not, police unions in this country are extremely powerful. Mm-hmm. They still yield a lot of political power. They yield a lot of budget in this country, and so it ain't gonna. That just notion of dismantling the police and we're just gonna police ourselves. That's not happening. But if you talk to even AOC said it is really reallocation of the budget. So, for example, the way that they should be positioning it is let's take a look, let's audit this budget, that the police departments are getting and say, is this the best use of the city's budget? Because if you, for example, position it like, hey, if 50% of our budget is going to the police and only 20% go to education, wouldn't it make sense to solve crime by investing more in education so that our youth is more educated? And then down the road, we can see the impacts of investing more in education rather than the police force. That's the problem is they're shouting defund the police and they don't understand that it's just a reallocation of funds. And and even AOC said, whoa, this shit is wrong.
I mean, AOC said that?
Yeah.
I mean, that's bad.
Yeah.
So it's probably, I mean, it's just a marketing slogan that is fun for young people to shout, but not understanding it is really detrimental because if 2016 was 4 years ago, part of the reason Donald Trump got elected and why everyone's so fired up is that there was a big portion of the country that called Donald Trump supporters morons.
Yeah.
And that riled up his base so hard. They're like, oh, you think we're stupid in these parts?
Yeah.
Like you think we're all dummies?
Yes.
And they rallied around and turned out for him because they were like, we're not as dumb as you think. We just want something different. And when you antagonize the other side like this in very like confrontational ways, that's another way to not get change.
Yeah.
Defunding the police is not what the message is.
Yeah.
The message is, hey, here's a city's budget. What are we spending on mental health? What are we spending on our communities? What are we spending on police?
Yeah.
Let's think about this smarter.
That's
we need
why
a tagline. We need a new tagline. Just repurpose.
That's why what D-Ray McKesson's actually pushing for is
all
realistic.
D-Ray. I'm all in on D-Ray.
Because it's actually-
it's sensible.
Yeah.
It's actionable.
Yes.
It's not confrontational.
No.
And you can convince someone who
Yes.
completely thinks the protests are wrong, but this makes sense.
Because when you hear him talk, you're just like, yeah, I agree.
Like-
I'm
I don't know if in the interview he said, I remember Bill Simmons saying like, so what do you want to happen? He goes, do you know what I want to happen is when the next time someone asks you, why should police departments not shoot moving vehicles? You're now equipped with the answer.
yeah.
That's it.
Sure. Yeah.
It's
That's
logic.
great.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not good enough.
The problem is
Step down.
his
Pick up the best.
his mentality is very smart. And it requires someone to really think and understand policies.
I think he can get the old white guys.
Yes, I think he can. He's the guy that needs to go in front of the police commissions. He's the one that needs to go to the mayor. He, to me, is the one that actually can solve the police problem. I have not heard anyone else talk about it and well versed in the knowledge except him. Nobody knows what's going on.
Guess who solves problems in this country, unfortunately? Old white guys. You don't have them on your side,
Yeah.
you're
fucked.
toast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, it doesn't matter if like that's unfortunate. That'll change over time. But you got to fight with what's true.
Yeah.
Like play the game here, guys.
Yeah.
Don't tear this guy down before he can even make any of this happen.
Yeah.
And just pick a new slogan.
Yeah.
Not defund the police. Less funds, more fun.
It's
Yeah.
because that's like the CNN version. Like, what can we get the most retweets and get anger?
Yeah.
Is defund the police.
Yeah.
Not reallocating city budgets.
Yeah, exactly. Put that on a banner.
Yeah, see,
we would like to
breaking
take a
news.
close look at city budget.
Protesters are really looking to properly reallocate the budget because they feel that the police budget is too high and the academic budget
Imagine
is
the photo of like a 3-year-old with that on
with
the
a
sign.
13-page sign.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And they're flipping it over. He's flipping it over. He's flipping it over.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Fucking defund.
That's the problem. Defund the police.
That's a rah-rah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
burn it down. Yeah,
And
I
it's
don't know.
scaring because I'm hearing other conversations with other people like, oh, they want to defund the police. No,
Yeah,
I'm
they're
like,
so
no, no, no.
scared. It literally
Yeah.
scared the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, when I looked at Minneapolis and they said dismantling the police department, yeah, I was like, well, I will never go to Minneapolis. Like that is insane. And I hate to say it, but it is scary. I mean, I don't know.
You know what
it's
I think it
important.
is? Like, that playbook worked for Trump.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to work for the other side.
No.
Like Trump is, because it's a singular voice maybe. I don't know. But Trump said obviously the craziest shit and doesn't affect
Because he
his
says the
business.
craziest shit about core American values.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the thing about it is he's using things that we've always been doing and just double downing on.
Yeah, he's like back to the old days.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like,
Anarchy.
whoa, let's flip the world
Yeah.
upside down.
Yeah, no police. Everyone gets a gun.
Yeah.
You don't see something you like, you shoot them.
Shoot up.
Fuck up.
Fuck up. They don't call you they shoot them in the face. That's like the weird hybrid that we're going to have. Okay. We got to take a break for some ads?
Yeah, we got a good ad today.
All right, Pete, you're up.
Guys, welcome back to today's advertisement. It is your boy Pete here, and today we are bringing you Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people like me and like Tim over here to explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. Skillshare is really cool. I've used it before, especially when I was learning all the shit that I use now for group chat. Video is a huge thing. Photo is a huge thing. Tim, I know you were talking about using it for audio.
Yeah, recording, mixing. I think it's a really great resource to learn some more about that.
And it's really easy because you do it at home. You can do it right from your computer. It's like YouTube, but way better. So we highly encourage, and especially if you have downtime, if you have the free time to go check out, learn a new skill, they are awesome for that. Skillshare offers creative classes designed for real life and all the circumstances that come with it. To break up your daily routine, of days spent outdoors, explore workshops, classes, and more, and such topics as graphic design, illustrator photography, productivity, freelance, and entrepreneurship. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you can see how good I've gotten over the years. I've learned a lot through Skillshare with photography. It's been a huge, huge thing for me. So explore your creativity and get 2 free months of premium membership at Skillshare.com/chat. That's Skillshare, SKILLSHARE.com/CHAT for 2 free months of their premium membership. Guys, take advantage of the opportunity. I know you guys have got free time. Learn something new.
There's some increased time at home right now.
Right. And everything's online nowadays. You might as well learn your Illustrator, your photography, your audio.
And Pete, you're a man of hidden talents. Is this your secret?
This might be. I didn't want to give it away, but this is part of it. I'm not giving away my deep dark secrets, but the surface level ones, you can have those ones.
We'll get to that next week.
Maybe next week. He's claiming next week. Okay, guys, let's get back to today's episode. Thanks for listening. As always, it's your boy Pete
And Tim.
Thanks, Tim. See you guys.
And we're back.
Wow.
Let's talk about CrossFit.
He's already my loser of the week.
Yeah, that's
loser
fair.
of the year.
Fuck your burpees.
Yeah.
Fuck your little pull-ups.
Yeah, fuck your shit,
Fuck all
by the
that
way.
shit.
By the way, CrossFit's
fuck
always kind of
CrossFit.
pissed
Fuck
me
CrossFit.
off.
I can proudly say I've never done a CrossFit
terrible.
class. I've done
Terrible.
every exercise
Me
class
neither.
in the history of this city,
Yeah.
but I've refused CrossFit.
CrossFit are the same type of people like
wanna defund the
vegans.
police.
Like vegans who, if you're a vegan, all you do is talk about how
yeah.
you're a vegan.
Yes.
If you're a CrossFit person, all you do is talk
We
about
get
You
it.
walk into the bar, first
Yeah,
thing you say.
I do CrossFit.
Oh, no, CrossFit.
You want to come flip some tires with me? Oh.
I wear Reebok.
Yeah.
Only Reebok.
Oh. Anyway, so they all wear Reebok. Reebok
Yeah.
is like the owner of CrossFit.
Yeah.
Looks like not anymore.
Yeah.
Reebok has ended its sponsorship
Yeah.
because the CEO, which this is kind of funny to me. I understand. Listen, it's just funny to me that a workout has a CEO.
Yeah.
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 Like I understand why that happened, but it's funny.
You gotta have a face. That's
Yeah,
probably
you're
why
right.
it worked. You gotta have a leader.
Maybe you gotta have a sponsorship too. Like if Nike could sponsor the Defund the Police campaign, make it a campaign, bam.
Yes. Yeah.
done.
Just defund them?
No, different name. Call it a different name. Get Nike marketing
Just
behind it,
reallocate.
and everyone wears Nike like suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, just an idea. But so the reason why is because the CEO of CrossFit tweeted Floyd 19 like COVID 19.
Yeah. Saying that,
Right. Cool idea, guy.
yeah, racism and pandemic in one tweet.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to figure it out.
Poke
He
all
wanted-
the buttons.
This is the problem with people that just social media. What it does is like try to create. How do you get attention? How do you create shock value? Thinking he's cute, thinking he's like being provocative.
Yeah.
And the idiot tweets out it's Floyd 19, and obviously he got the wrath of the internet.
Yeah.
And then now he's losing sponsors. He's losing athletes.
How did they not fired him?
Maybe it's his.
If Reebok cancels immediately,
But what if it's okay? I mean, I guess maybe I don't know. What makes him
CEO of CrossFit.
Yeah, like is he the founder also?
Did he create this
Did he
stupid
create
thing?
He's a
I think-
3-time CrossFit game winner champion. So like,
Maybe he created it.
Why don't you
I don't know.
freaking step down, bud? Right into a squat.
Yeah, I don't
Chill
know
the fuck out.
don't get up from that burpee.
Yeah, why don't you fucking clean
The other
and
thing
snatch
is
your...
I'm not gonna. I don't know what types of people do CrossFit.
You don't know?
Like maybe this plays well with this core audience.
Oh, you mean what type of...
I don't know. I hate the
There's
way
a
they
lot of
do
black people in
pull-ups.
CrossFit.
I hate CrossFit pull-ups.
Yep. It's a joke. You're swinging around.
Yes.
Kipling pull-ups. Fuck out of here. They're like, oh, I did 700 pull-ups. You swung around on a bar.
Yeah,
Every time anyone's told me to do pull-ups, you're supposed to be as still as possible,
Yeah.
and then you pull up.
No, they're swinging.
it's cheating when you're swinging, right?
Stupid. That's why they're racist.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, I think there's a lot of black people that love CrossFit. I don't think this is going to go over well. I don't think it's like a heavily racist community. I'm just saying.
I feel like the CrossFit person is also looking for community.
Oh yeah,
Like
they're
the only
huge
reason you do
community
CrossFit
people.
is because you're looking for acceptance. You're looking for
Oh yeah.
common cause.
Yeah.
It's
think
not like typical West Hollywood. You don't talk to anyone. You walk in. You
Put your head down. You wear your sunglasses.
Go to
no.
Barry's. Don't
You
say a
want
word.
pats on the
Barry's
butt.
is the most antisocial workout in the history of where it's. I've done it tons of times. You walk in, no one wants to look at you. No one wants to talk
They're
to you.
disgusted
no
with you.
I love that. That's how I want my barbers.
Yeah.
And my...
For most purposes, I like that experience.
Yeah.
Waiter, don't talk to me. I'll just write my order. You pick it up. Don't ask me how I'm doing.
That you're gonna be great in the post-corona restaurant because it's QR
I
menus.
can't wait.
Don't have to talk about anything.
Yes.
Can't wait.
Right around like phase 2 is where I think I really thrive.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, so whatever. We'll see what happens, I guess, or we won't because we don't give a shit. But about CrossFit, that is. But hopefully
think
this guy
it's-
steps down. And
I think it's really crazy to think about that these people at these high positions really are as stupid as a lot of other people
Yeah.
as well. Because
Yeah,
I think there's something to be
everyone's dumb.
said. Well, right.
well, everyone's dumb somewhere.
But people always hold these people to a higher standard, but in reality.
No, I think social media shows you that real quick. Everyone's
Right.
We're all equal.
everyone's stupid somewhere. Anyway, well, step on down there, bud.
Yep.
Okay, Airbnb is. Am I correct in thinking that Airbnb went from like Cricket Town
To the hottest thing in the world.
to the hottest thing in the world?
yes.
Okay, well, this is what? Because people are now starting to plan these little trips, and it's like you don't want to go stay at a hotel. You'd rather get an Airbnb. Is that the?
The last 2-3 weeks, they said, beat last year.
That sounds like the unemployment data.
Yeah,
Just
that's
shave
fake.
4.5 million here,
Yes.
4.5 million there. This is what's happening. The market, we've talked about it ad nausea, is on absolute fire. Every company that can go public will go public in the next few weeks. So everything that kind of stopped 60 to 90 days ago, there is a backlog of companies that are itching to get out. Company Vroom doubled. Boom.
Doubled in valuation in
This
one
is
day. Yes.
1999. No one knows what Vroom is. No one knows what Vroom does.
What is from?
It's
I don't
a
know.
used car platform.
Vroom.
Vroom. Let me tell you, the stock.
Oh,
I already
God.
can see
what
the Wall
about
Street Journal
NKLA?
headline.
Why don't you talk about
yeah.
NKLA, D?
Okay, Nikola. Okay, this is going to be. This is probably a TikTok video.
No,
Nikola's.
that's where I first heard about this 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. I heard about this and I was like, there's no way. And then the TikTok
Me
came
too.
across again. The guy goes, I said this 2 weeks ago. And I was like, yes, I watched it. And he goes, I called it. They're going to partner with this person. They're going to go public and they're going to do this. And I was like, fuck TikTok.
I watched it too.
Okay, so this is what's happening. Nikola, which just for those
That name pisses
that may
me
care,
off.
is Tesla is based off of Nikola Tesla, and they just took the first name. Elon took the last name.
I mean, what kind of a fucking, it
And
seems like
then-
a joke. I literally, when I first saw the TikTok, I thought it was a joke. Like it
Yeah.
was like, oh, this company Nikola, screw Tesla, and I'm like, aha, that's funny.
And they're a electric car company focusing on trucks, battery, electric, and hydrogen fuel cell truck maker. They went public via a SPAC, which is a Special Acquisition Corp, which essentially a company goes public, a blank check corp is what they call it, and then they have 1 year, 2 years, or whatever to find a company to essentially acquire, and then that's the entity that you go public through. They didn't do any of the roadshow. They didn't have to do any of that stuff. The reason why is they do no business. They do $0
Like zero.
They
in
haven't
revenue.
launched.
They have not launched.
Do they even have a freaking truck?
They said they have $10 billion in bookings. You know how everyone gave a deposit for a
$100?
Tesla truck?
$100.
$100. So my guess is they have like the equivalent of $100 deposits that value $10 billion of bookings. And so
This feels like such a scam.
this is the biggest scam. So everyone is buying this. I posted a thing on Twitter. Everyone's like, oh, did you get in? And I was like, get into what? So the stock has, I think, tripled now since it's come out. It's like a $40 billion company. It was 26.
It's 20 when I last saw. Is it 40 now?
It was down. The stock was down $17 this morning and ended up. Okay. This company does no business. It does $0. Whatever you are doing right now, you do more business than Nikola.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool.
Congratulations, Pete.
Yeah. I mean,
Did you get in? Did you get in?
What do you say?
No, I didn't get in, but
No, I just mean he does more business than a $40 billion company.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is really good. I'm
Yeah.
really happy to be
Enterprises.
here.
Yeah.
Thank you to
28
everyone that
billion
supported
right
me
now.
along the way.
it's 28 billion now?
Yeah.
28
28 billion. Not million. Billion.
Bigger than Ford. Bigger than Delta.
Off of a...
On May 7th, to be exact. I explained that they'd be publicly traded on the stock market.
May
in
7th you
Q2.
said this.
And
All
if
these
you wanted to
fucking
invest in them early,
TikTokers.
you could buy VTIQ. And today, June 3rd, it all happened. They will now be listed on NASDAQ under the new ticker NKLA. They raised $700 million, fueled by Fidelity and a few
Oh
other
my
people.
gosh.
They confirmed on $10 billion in potential pre-order revenue. And they said they expect to generate some real revenue by 2021. Some of that revenue coming from Anheuser-Busch. If we go to their CEO's Twitter account, he's pretty excited to ring that closing bell tomorrow.
We are in deep shit.
No, so
deep shit.
So one of my friends who runs a fund sent this Goldman Sachs report, and I don't know if it's public or if it's only for fund managers. And yesterday, the Goldman Sachs analyst goes, by every metric, we track retail activity as the largest since 2000. What retail is that guy, the Robinhood guy, the individuals, not the funds, okay?
Yeah.
I've been tracking cross-asset flow of funds for past 16 years. I can never imagine typing the following. Yesterday, we saw retail investors, message board traders, stomp out shorts from institutional investors. The Robinhood trader has taken over the market.
Yeah.
So
Props to Robinhood.
Yeah.
so it's true to its name. They're
Yeah.
taking from the wealth and
Yeah.
giving it to the poor.
So what's happened here is, I'll give you another example with just complete chaos. Hertz filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, it's up like 10x.
Yeah,
It's up. It's going
It's
out of
higher
business.
than it was pre-bankruptcy.
Can there not just be one sole person that just says none of this makes sense?
No,
So
it doesn't
here's
matter.
what's going to
You're-
happen.
Right.
Here's what's going to happen. And like everyone trade very cautiously because the institutions are going to win.
They always win.
Yeah.
Here's
What does that mean, though? What does that mean, though?
It's
Break
like
it down.
the-
Wait, hold on. Someone just sent me this tweet. My son just told me he can only play Fortnite in the evening because half his squad started trading on Robinhood. He is 10.
So I'll give you an example. In 1999,
Imagine them all with their headsets day trading in the day and then
Yeah.
Fortnite at night.
1998, 1999, I was trading stocks.
Everything went up, right?
Every single stock, every single IPO, it was free money. You bought it, you go 100%. Bought it, 100%. I took my dad's friend lent me money and said we could split the profits. It was up like $500,000 in 1 year. I didn't know anything. I literally
It
didn't
did
know
not.
anything.
That's what's happening now. You literally have 1,000 stocks in the U.S. Just throw a dart and look at their chart. They've tripled.
And so
It doesn't matter. If your
So
business
explain
is
how the
open,
institutions
closed,
win
So-
for those who don't understand.
So
that.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. A lot of this is like your Davey day trader type folks who normally right now would be watching the NBA finals.
Yeah.
Betting on Masters or whatever the hell golf tournaments going on, getting ready, baseball betting, and they got bored and they need action. Stock market is action. It's better than sports. It's action. It's
All
8
day.
hours of action every single day.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's like every gambler. You don't lose all your money on one bet.
Yeah, so it's not a zero sum game unless you're trading options, and so it's fun. It gives you the action, and it's become this obsession. My theory is so simple. Between the NBA season and the football season starting, stock market collapses because all of those traders, at the end of the day, stock market's fun, but it's only fun when there's no football and there's no basketball. As soon as sports come back and like they were in finals.
Or the society opens up, the Fortnite squad.
Yes.
And they got to go back to high school.
The Fortnite squad.
They got to go back to doing smoking
junior
weed.
high. What are you in 10? Are you in elementary
junior
or
high.
junior high? How
Yeah.
What's a 10-year-old?
Imagine them just jeweling and day trading.
I'm so scared of the collapse of the stock
It's
market.
going to get so ugly, and I don't know if it's going to happen next week or 6 months from now, but this market is going to crater, and it's going to be so ugly.
Yeah.
They asked Davey Day Trader what he's gonna do when Sports App open back up. He's like, it's okay. I can day trade during the day and I can watch and bet sports at night.
Yeah.
They're like, so you're leaving no room for the life outside of either two of them.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, fuck it. I don't need it.
I mean, you said his golden rule was stocks go up, right?
Yeah.
This is no different than 99 stock market, 2007 mortgages, everyone buying homes, everything goes up no matter what, and the 2017 crypto market.
So-
Every crypto company just went up.
2 tips for people listening.
Be careful.
Very careful.
2.
I mean, the other one
Very
is
careful.
See number one.
Dave Portnoy has 2 rules and they're both the same
Yeah.
rule. That's
Yeah.
the rule.
like if you're banking on Nikola to pay for your anything,
Don't.
they do $0 in revenue. So just do the math.
Yeah, think about it. When society reopens, that Robinhood trader is absent.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fund flow is. If yesterday they stomped out institutional shorts,
Yeah.
it's a lot of volume.
What does
A
that
lot.
mean?
Meaning that they bought so much of the stock that people that were short the stock
Got creamed.
got creamed.
And then
Because the demand for buying was so
Now
high.
you piss off the institutional people.
And they have endless money.
Well,
There's-
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, everyone buckle up.
It's about to be a ride.
Let's talk about, there's this Wall Street Journal article about how cancel culture has sort of hit journalism and why that's bad. Journalists are just going through it, man. They're getting the shit kicked out of them at protests.
Yeah.
They're getting canceled.
We're at a really dangerous crossroads right now for journalists. I think most recently, there's 2 things that have happened. A very liberal editor over at Philadelphia Inquirer posted a piece about Buildings Matter Too, and the staff took offense to the Black Lives Matter movement, and they pretty much kicked him out. There was an op-ed run by the one we talked about, Tom Cotton, the Republican congressperson out of Arkansas, about military troops should be sent to restore public order. That editor at New York Times resigned. And both of these folks are considered very liberal editors. And this goes back to what we're talking about earlier, is you're losing allies in powerful places. So you have to be very cautious about how we punish people, right? Like you lost 2 editors that are known for liberal. New York Times is a liberal place, so it'll be fine. I'm sure Philadelphia Inquirer is fine too. But it's like you're also the thing about MAGA that's the beauty of it is you get to say anything, right? And on the left, you don't get to say
You
anything.
get canceled.
You get canceled, you lose your job. So if you want white allies to come to your defense, you're gonna need to like figure out how to make your point to them and get it across, and then figure out how you want to punish them. Because if you get rid of all of them, it's going to be really, really tough to find vocal leaders.
Running this New York Times editor out might be the dumbest thing progressives have done. So giving Tom Cotton the platform to write his nonsensical shit to a
Yeah.
liberal audience will only energize the liberal base.
Yeah.
They're like, whoa, this guy's really crazy.
Yeah,
we need to
gotta-
stand up.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy is Donald Trump says something crazy and everyone just acts like they don't read Twitter anymore.
Yeah.
But you do one thing that they don't love and your life's over.
Yeah, and then the flip side of it, there was an interesting thing that happened at Bon Appetit magazine where the editor-in-chief had to resign. And it came out because an Instagram story of a writer there was first telling how much she made. I think she makes like $50,000 a year. Plus she writes, plus she does videos. She clearly is severely underpaid.
Yep.
This goes into this whole thing about the Bon Appetit editor that needs to step down. Then they find out this guy had brown face. He was doing some Puerto Rican.
Adam Rappaport.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't cancel me.
Yeah.
Just asking questions.
Yeah.
It looks. Did you see the photo?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look like blackface.
No, but I think he meant brown face meaning like Puerto Rican.
But like what? Like did he put something to color his skin?
He just looks like he got tan on the beach.
Doesn't it look like
Yeah.
he just got back from a
Yeah.
vacation?
I don't know. I don't know what all the.
I mean, I don't have a say here. Like I don't know really much about Bon Appetit or care to like defend
Yeah.
this guy, but I just the photo is. I mean, that's just how I dressed in high school.
You would be canceled.
Yeah. I mean, this was just my everyday outfit.
Kevin Federline.
Yeah, it was real Kevin Federline inspired. Yeah, I don't, but whatever. I mean,
Yeah, I think that's part of the challenge is that like there are people out here trying to make a difference, trying to make a change. The Bon Appetit guy, he was running looks like somewhat of a rocky ship. Clearly, an underpaid African American employee. That's a problem.
yeah.
I don't know, like the Philadelphia Inquirer thing, the New York Times thing. That is a little, they're journalists at the end of the day. They have the platform to say whatever they want. We can't cancel people. Like if you're running a bad business, like if Bon Appetit wasn't paying their employees and wasn't treating people respectfully, I'm okay with those people getting canned. But taking people out for just giving an opinion,
Yeah.
that's you're fighting for equality anyways. Everyone should be able to at least give their own fucking opinion.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with it.
Yeah, and I just want to, I mean, like, once again, I don't have anything to fight for with Bon Appetit. And obviously, if he had other problems with wages and all that stuff, sure, then can him. But, like, that photo was also 16 years ago.
16.
Yeah.
Pete Kevin Federline.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
like
the
Kevin
one back
Federline
then.
should be canceled.
I mean, a lot of people were doing shit 16 years ago that we all shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah, just
I
like we
mean,
gotta
I'm
be
sure I was doing
careful.
I know I was doing plenty of things I shouldn't be doing.
Were you on, like, the Death Row Street team or something?
That was Brian.
So
David
you for sure, you for sure crossed the line.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. I almost never support canceling.
Yeah, I think it gets very slippery and it turns people away. That's what I don't like about it, is that there are people that are willing to step up, but if they have a fear of getting canceled, then they're not going to be a part of the movement. And this particular one, the race one, we need a lot of people to be involved. This is not going to be won by minorities. No fucking chance.
Yeah.
And bringing up the old stuff and not letting people evolve is really dangerous.
Yeah.
So had Drew Brees came out in 2020, 4 days ago, saying, I was wrong about the flag then. I get it now. This is what they were doing. Everyone would have been like, and if there were people saying, well, you said in 2016, the flag.
But they should do it now. They're doing it now. Like he said it a week ago.
Yeah.
You should forgive him now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
I'm saying let's assume he started this off purposely. There would have been a crowd. Oh, Breeze
Of
said in
course.
2016 that this was nonsense, right?
There's a crowd that would never forgive him now. Yeah,
and
I think that's so wrong.
I think he did everything wrong to start and he did everything right going forward.
Judge him on the next 3 years.
Yeah.
See
He's
what
a
happens.
saint.
He is a
He's
saint.
a saint.
Literally a saint. He's a New Orleans saint.
By the way, Dee, just so that you know, what you just said is, once again, I don't want to say that I'm fighting for something that I'm not prepared to fight for.
Yeah.
But Terry Crews is currently being canceled for what you just said.
Yeah.
Which is that he said that we can't do this with just black people.
Yeah.
You need
He said the
white
word
people
black
also.
supremacy, right?
Yeah. We just said you can't do it without white people. That's black supremacy. You need both. Look, sir, you chose a weird word.
Yeah.
But like, he's also just trying to say, like, we all got to do this together.
It
And
has
like,
to
no,
be.
fuck you.
It has to be a united front. I don't see it not work. It's not going to be effective if it's not united.
Yeah. But Terry Crews was everyone's favorite guy a year ago when someone grabbed his junk.
Yeah.
And he canned him.
He's
and he
canceled.
was the leader of the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
Now, canceled.
Cancel.
Don't like that word you chose.
Yeah.
Liberals have to take a page out of the Republican handbook.
Stay
I didn't see
together.
the tweet. Terry Crews, what do you say?
What do you say? Black excellence? I'll see it when I see it.
Yeah. I'm not on Twitter.
I'll tell you what I'm not in the business of. Talking about Terry Crews' tweets while I'm walking. Okay, let's talk about this. Freaking, we talked about Nikola, the fucking knockoff.
Yeah.
But we didn't mention that Tesla, I didn't realize Tesla's shares are almost at $1,000 a share.
Yeah.
That's insane. I remember when it was at 420 because he made the joke.
Yeah.
And 420 was like, oh, way
Not
over.
that long ago.
Not that long ago. And everyone was like, way overpriced.
Yeah.
Going down from here. Even a year ago when he was just getting bashed from every angle that the company should be out of business.
Yep.
I mean, this guy smoked weed with Joe Rogan and frickin' told the haters to suck it.
Well,
Nice.
here,
Right?
Tesla is $175 billion company.
Sheesh.
Okay. Well, Nikola is $28 billion. And they don't have any
Nicola's on the
business.
heels. Yeah.
Yeah. So real value at Tesla at $175 billion of market cap.
I'm going to find out what Nicola's middle name was and start a company.
Joe.
Yeah. Joseph Electronic.
I feel like if you just made a ticker Joe Rogan, you'd be on fire. The Robin Hood crowd would just bid you up.
I mean,
Yeah.
Penn, which is the Barstool,
Right?
the company Penn Gambling, who made the investment in Barstool, who effectively has been shut down also because they're in the gaming business, is on a record high, 52-week high. And what's happening is so there's a guy, a shareholder of Tesla, who owns, I don't know, 1 million plus shares, is saying Tesla's going to 10,000, right? He's pumping his stock. It's only good for him because that little clip is going to go on TikTok and everyone's like, well, Tesla's at 900 now. If it goes to 10,000, I 10x my money.
Yep. Just wait till the TikTokers get involved.
We should do a SPAC, JRGN. Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And we sell, what do we sell, widgets?
You can sell
Screws.
literally-
No, you shouldn't
can
sell anything.
dreams. You can sell dreams.
Sell dreams.
Yeah.
We're going to figure out how to colonize
Before you go
Neptune.
to before
An
you
all-meat
Mars.
diet
We're going to
and-
Neptune.
Yeah.
No, we sell dreams. Right before you go to sleep, you give us $25, we send you a dream,
Yep.
and you have a better night of sleep.
You need to sell something that,
Literally sell
You need to
dreams.
sell something that's not actionable. Like Nicola's not actionable. They're
Yeah.
never going to make a truck.
Yeah, right. We sell a all meat diet, sustainable for Pluto.
And
Yes.
For
Yeah.
when we colonize Pluto.
Yeah.
And you get a free gun,
Yeah. Once you get there.
crossbow.
Once you get there.
Yeah.
I like the dream thing though. It's
The
real
dream
easy.
seller's good, huh?
It's an easy float.
But you do have to pretend like you one day plan to sell a real product.
When you wake up and you're like, wow, that was a great dream.
I know, but you
Sold.
gotta say like, well, trust me, Anheuser-Busch is gonna use our stupid truck one day. Okay. Well, anyway, good stuff. I really am becoming the biggest Elon fan.
He's great.
I think that as wild as he is and like sometimes does the dumbest shit, I think you just have a live living view of like a John D. Rockefeller or a Steve Jobs. Like it's him.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy just freaking sent a rocket to I don't even know where. Okay. You guys want to talk about what we saw on social? It's time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
What did you see on social media that everyone should check out in the last week?
I mean, mine is just I'm in a wormhole of Karen's.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it. It's
Yeah.
just keeping that account I talked about, keeping up
Let
with
me follow
Karen's.
that right now. Is it the abbreviation?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the story too.
Okay.
It's just Karen mania is happening everywhere. Go back to your country. A lot of that.
I saw that. Did you see the one where the girl slapped the Karen in the face?
So
Did you see the girl get her?
So
knocked
what
out?
happened is if you saw the one in the convenience store gas station where the two women get into a fight, then the other woman slaps the Karen.
Yep.
The husband came out. He's an attorney and said that his wife has have some mental health issues based on they got robbed and she's become paranoid and blah blah blah.
I mean, I think
blah.
all Karens have mental health
Yeah,
issues.
racism is a mental health issue.
Yeah.
So there's just, it's unbelievable how many people continue to keep talking when there's a camera on you.
I'm telling you, these people don't realize the same way the CrossFit guy didn't. They don't realize the power of social media.
Yeah.
Like everyone should be scared to death of this.
These the video people are like, oh, this is going to be all over the internet. And they just keep, they even say it that they're going to post it on the internet.
Yep.
And there's,
Yep. They just don't get it. The same way this guy thought he could make a joke to his following and like no one's gonna care.
yeah. The Karen thing is just,
I agree.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And we're about to reopen. So, there's going to be a lot of like social
The
distancing.
Karens are going to
Karens
be
can't
out.
wait.
Yeah.
And they're so nervous about you getting close to them.
Yeah.
We're going to get some real good Karen content.
Yeah.
Okay, Anand, what do you got?
Two things. First, our good friends at Hwood, Brian and John, I saw their opening Nice Guy June 15th.
Wow.
They posted it today.
Wow,
So,
finally.
so that's
Gonna get some of that
a
cheese
week from
pizza.
Monday, right?
Yeah.
So exciting. Congratulations.
That is good. I can't wait.
And then the second piece is this poor guy in Bethesda, Maryland. I don't know if you caught it.
oh, yeah, I did see this story.
He was biking on his normal trail
Okay.
at, I think, June 2nd or June 1st, whichever day it was, shares his route with his friends. Okay? Simple, very harmless, right?
Yeah.
The police department that was looking for the guy that attacked the girl that was putting up the sign, the video that went viral,
Yeah.
put the wrong date of when the biker was at the trail at that time.
Oh, gosh.
And this guy thought he was only sharing his information with his friends. However, that data is all over the internet. So a bunch of people that are very technologically savvy were like, we're going to find this guy, match the time the police department said the time and where this route was. And this guy's been destroyed on the internet, on LinkedIn. He woke up to his LinkedIn of everyone telling him to die. He's going to go to hell. And this is why data privacy matters. He thought he was sharing his damn bike route to his 5 buddies. And it was
Holy
all
shit.
over the internet. And he got misidentified as the piece of shit that went after that young little girl.
Yep. Oh, my gosh. Worst case scenario. Imagine how confusing that would be.
Yeah,
He's like, what, you guys don't like bike riding? I'm so confused.
Yeah, he's like, I shared it with 5 friends or whatever the number was. It wasn't for the whole internet. So that's the thing. People don't realize, data, I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide. Guess what? Your data is everywhere. Our data is everywhere.
Yeah.
If they want to paint a picture about you, they can, and they can destroy your life because the tweet that accused him had 100x more views and retweets than the tweet that
Of course.
exonerates him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's scary.
or stop bike riding.
Or
Why do you have to share
why
your
do you gotta
fucking
share
route?
your
He
stupid
fucking runs
ride?
with your guy, with everyone.
Now everyone knows I'm innocent.
If you get the shit kicked out of you, we're not going to feel bad. Okay. Well, good. That's a good one. Mine's short and sweet. Mine is just the, I think there's a lot of negative, but all the positive of social media. Like, look, the good thing is 10 years ago, all these police fucking with the protesters and pushing down old men and all that stuff would have never even been known.
Yeah.
And just business as usual. And that old man would have ended up in the hospital, not to mention all of the people that have been killed, all the police brutality, all this stuff. So just social media in general, I think there's a lot of negative, but it is really, I think it is massively to blame for the reason why these protests are global and there's more people than ever before. So
Definitely. There's for all of the stuff we complained about today, which are obviously the negatives of social media, the positive far outweighs that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
just gotta keep it positive.
And don't share your damn bike
Bike
route.
ride.
Yeah. Cyclists have always rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, you're more of a running guy.
They're just cyclists are they're an arrogant bunch.
Yeah. I just watched
Isn't
the,
Ripke a big biker?
I mean, he's as arrogant as you get.
He would not be mistaken for being humble.
that's true.
Cyclists in June, when I was biking around Saturday with the protests with my bike, I would be next to bikers. Like, they don't even want to share the road. Like, who the fuck are you?
Right.
With
Yeah.
your fucking, why are you wearing a uniform? You're not
Right.
racing anywhere.
Yeah,
Why are
loser.
you wearing matching purple shorts and top?
Yeah, you should have pushed him over and been like, loser.
Yeah, you should.
My senior social is about data privacy, and you guys turned it into bashing bikers
Yeah.
and their.
And by the
Bunch
way, most of these cyclists are pretty fat.
Yes, that's what I don't get.
You're not
You
even
burn a lot of calories
It's a shitty
biking.
workout.
They post their bikes in like 19,000 miles. I'm like, how are you still like?
Yeah, because you can go bike 10 miles right now and not break a sweat.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can. Yes, you can. Right.
That's what they're
like, I
doing.
get,
Bike
but, like,
uphill.
They have a jersey
Yeah,
on.
Why are you biking downhill?
put it in the high gear. I don't.
Yeah, you know what?
This
Fuck
is some
cyclists.
separation I can get behind.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I know we're talking about inclusion a lot, but I'm down to target
Yeah,
the bikers.
me too.
Yeah. I mean,
Bicyclists.
if you're going to go bike 600 miles or whatever, you better look good.
You better be like Lance Armstrong.
Don't
Yeah.
squeeze
looking
your
good.
fat belly in a jersey and think it suffices.
Rookie's okay. He's a German.
the
They
other
just
way.
drink and eat all day.
And this was Anand's message.
Yes. Thank you, Anand, so much for stepping up and being a leader.
Okay, we got a couple shout outs before we go.
Yeah. We got Jackson McClure, who came down here one day. I got a chance to meet him. He's out in Tennessee in Chattanooga. Got engaged.
Wow. How old is he?
Congratulations.
I don't know. He got engaged. And it's not his birthday.
No, I know, but like I'm just asking him to gauge like how young he is or how old he is.
He looks like a young guy to me.
Why are you trying to base your life trajectory on Jackson?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, you should reach out to
Yeah,
Jackson.
yeah.
Jackson, I know you listen to the pod.
Yeah.
Reach out to Pete. Tell him your
Pete some
age.
advice.
Yeah.
I know you look really young to me.
I'm curious, is he a young married guy? You know, is he going to
think
be?
so.
He looks really young to me.
Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe just jump at the boat early.
Tying
Yeah.
it up early,
Yeah.
Just have
Hey,
some.
some guys
And
lock
you know
him
what?
down
For
early.
Tim's sake, we'll say congrats on the wedding.
Whenever the wedding happens, congratulations.
Congrats on the baby. Congrats on
Congrats on your
10-year
baby's first
anniversary.
birthday.
and the second.
Oh, actually, he has a child.
He has a
Sorry,
kid.
he does have a kid.
Okay.
Yes, yes,
well,
yes.
There you go.
Happy birthday, kid.
There you
Happy
go.
16th.
Congrats on the driver's license.
Don't ever say we didn't support you.
What else we got?
What else?
Is that
Pete?
it?
We got Behind Closed Doors. We're back. We
Oh,
had our
yeah.
first episode back yesterday.
Yep.
I saw you pretty animated. I could hear you from my office
Yeah.
yesterday.
Hey, look, the people want it. The people are going to get it.
Okay.
What are they getting?
Give them what they want. Yeah, what do they get exactly?
What do we have behind door number 1?
Okay, is that it?
That's it.
That's it, guys. Listen, thank you. You know what to do. Hit us up on social media at Group Chat Pod. Hit us up on the web, melrosestreetjournal.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Behind Closed Doors on IGTV and YouTube.
Yes.
And let Pete know what's the right time to get married.
Right.
So go ahead and DM the group chat page. He will see it. And he's looking for advice because I think he's feeling
Yeah.
left behind.
And as always, we have the Black Lives Matter story saved at the top of our profile for all the links that we posted in the past. So if you'd like to go there and find out more information, how to continue supporting the movement, you can get it there.
Great.
Heck yeah. All right, guys. See you Friday.
Boom.